Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Stupid is the Norm, the channel where we demonstrate how to become a millionaire in 10 years on minimum wage. And in this video I want to explain to you how it is that the pace of your wealth generation is dependent upon your cash flow. Now let's be brutally honest here. If you're already rich, that is to say you have a high level of income, you make a lot of money through your earned income, it's much easier to become wealthy. If however you earn 10k a month but you spend 10k a month, then you'll never be wealthy. And that's why the PFA, the Professional Footballers Association, that's a charity to represent professional footballers, yes, they need a charity, says that 3 out of 5 professional footballers who earned £30,000 a week or more go broke when they leave the game. And that's because whilst they're rich, they earn and generate a lot of income, they don't invest it, so they never become wealthy. It is by increasing your income / cash flow that means you become wealthier faster. Now you can't do this just by working, because even if you're working 24 hours a day, there's a cap at 24 hours a day. You can't squeeze 25 hours in. So it is imperative that once you're generating this extra income through the extra work, that you then put that extra money to work, so that too is generating income, and that will increase the rate at which you become wealthy. When I first started this journey 4.5 years ago now, I was working behind a bar on minimum wage. That was during the evening time, so I decided to work as a cab driver during the day. So I was now working 2 full-time jobs. So guess what happened to my income? It doubled. Naturally, it's just maths. So you've got to look at ways at increasing your income and then taking that money and investing it. So when I first started this project 4.5 years ago, I was working behind a bar on minimum wage. I then decided that as I was working the evening times, I could work as a cab driver during the day. So that's what I did. I doubled my hours I was working. I effectively took on 2 full-time jobs, and guess what happened to my income? Well, that doubled too. It had to. It's just maths. So at that stage I was saving about £1,000 a month, which took me 2 years to save over £20,000, because you've got to take off the tax. Now if I'd only been saving £300 a month, it would have took me 7 years. And whilst that's great, that extra £300 is going to get you on your journey, it's going to get you to where you want to be eventually. The danger is that getting close to 7 years to save up your first deposit for a house, you're going to get pissed off halfway there and just give up. So you're constantly looking for ways of increasing that income, so it speeds up the time you have that you can then buy your first property and generate some more income from that property. Because once I bought that first property, I then had an extra £400 coming in that I wasn't working for, which then shortened the time that I could save up to buy the second property, and so on the third, because these little increments, while small, £300 here, £400 there, over time they compound. So you've got to constantly keep on looking for ways to increase in income, investing that income, so it too generates more income, so it speeds up the pace at which you're becoming wealthy. And you don't have to get cute or big or clever about how you generate this extra income. There are lots of jobs that normal guys like me with no skills and qualifications can do to generate more income. There's a guy on here, Daryl, you know who you are, commented on the last video I did, who was telling me that he works at a car manufacturing plant during the day, and then in the evening he goes and works for Uber Eats. Now what Daryl's doing is increasing his income, which is increasing the speed at which he becomes wealthy. Now hopefully by the end of this year, with the purchase of 2 serviced accommodation, my savings rate should be around £5,000 a month. But I started working 80 hours a week, just grafting it out and making an extra 1,000, which then I put towards buying a house, which then made an extra 400. But it all starts from these little increments. But the pace at which you become wealthy increases because you're generating more income, and it's the pace of the income generation that dictates the speed of your wealth generation. Now that doesn't mean that if all you can generate is £300 a month extra and you're investing that you can't become wealthy, because that's clearly not the case. If you're 18 years old and all you want to do is just to invest 2 hours of your weekly wage, and you did that right through to retirement, you become a millionaire eventually. But if you want to increase the pace at which you become wealthy, then you have to continuously generate more income, and then take that income and invest it so that it too makes more money and increases the pace again towards becoming wealthy. And that's the way you've got to do it, guys, because it's the pace of your income generation, your cash flow, that will dictate how fast you become wealthy. Don't be stupid and don't be normal, guys. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. See you next time, guys.